We out here. We out here streaming. I don't know how this is gonna go. I haven't streamed in such a long time. I don't know. But kinda wanna get back into it, back into streaming and stuff. No one's watching right now. This is all introduction. I didn't have an intro, so I'm kinda just saying stuff in the top of the dome piece, But yeah. So I guess our first series here today will be the Banner Saga. I plan to stream this every Monday. So if you're there, you're there. That's cool. If you're not, then you're not. It doesn't make any difference. I'm still gonna be here, living my best life. So I guess done with introductions. I was gonna say without any introductions, but I kind of did the whole intro. We've been here for I don't know how long, a minute. So let's just begin. I don't have any. I have a saved game, but we don't care about that one. Get the shit on my face. Now it's time to start a new series. The story in the Banner Saga changes based on the choices you make. You will occasionally switch between lead characters within the story. I think that's what it said, at least. I can read the rest of that. Gotta do my reading voice. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge Deep into the northern waste. Now, as an area of growth and trade, life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli neðan vor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Well, that was the intro. So I guess, by the way, I forgot to mention, there's 3 series in these games, and I plan to play them all. And the good thing about it is that you can carry your choices over. So here's our first combat scenario. I would read the text on there, but I don't feel like reading, unless it's important. I mean, this could be important, but, it don't matter what's anyway. We're all gonna forget the controls in the end anyway. So, let's just get in. We got a shield bearer, my man, shield banger right here. He's got a shield and a sword. Talking about movement, some more space. Others, yellow takes out more pit points. Yeah, understandable. I gotta actually move my character. Let him go, an absolute unit. Now we're gonna break this dude's neck. I don't use any big points. I played this game before. I played the second in the series and the third. I had never played the first one. But I can expect some things, but I won't mention anything because it's kind of spoiler. So, you know, we'll just be here. We'll vibe together. We'll chill. Oh god, I'm bad. I can't move my cursor properly. It makes you think I can be good at this game. We did it. We won that first battle. That was hard. We almost lost that. I know it was just a tutorial, but like, that was tough. I was tough.
Like
We're outnumbered 3-2. I don't count. Oh,
How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Chapter 1. Only the sun has stopped. Also, I don't know how I'm gonna like split up these streams. I don't know if I'm gonna do a chapter per stream or whatever, but we'll go for as long as I feel like. It won't be too long though. Like, it won't be like a 7-hour stream. I'm not gonna do that. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the great hall. He cuts to the chase. I can't read. I read at like a 3rd grade reading level, so don't judge me. I can't also pronounce names, so we'll be out here. I might as well get all the flaws out here. My chair squeaks, so if you hear that, I apologize. But let's just get in the story. Eric, steward of Strines. I manage the governor's business. You've been, isn't it? We got dialogue options. Yeah, sure, we'll be polite. Governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Seems a bit chaotic around here. We have a mind. Skull things that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered. I can't read. I told you I can't read. I read across. After it's across. Scabby took out the chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. I was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace at the docks. Does anyone have to worry about? I know who can tell us. Thank you. Alright, we back. I just had a phone call. So, is it the market stand? Is the market? I'm hoping this is the market stand. It's the only thing I can select. Let me handle this. We meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on fire and briny current. One man in particular blushes at you. Gosh, hot. I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking like an idiot. I think is what it said, right? Talking to an idiot. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. The scuffling chief bled out an hour ago hard. Somebody told me it was where the rat aim is. Where what rat aim is, the rest of them crawled back into. Nobody's gonna try to kill you this time. I don't talk to, they don't talk to me. Change of heart, I'll hope you give us a hard time. Wait, just buy one of these. Everyone thinks I'm getting worked over every week. How much? No much. Just a little food money, yeah? Sure, we'll pay. That's a silver. Silver of silver. Wow. I toss a silver of silver? On the table, both men look at you in surprise. Hot gestures. Meekly to the variation of drunk from the stall. Take whatever you like. Only thing I'd like is the name of the place. Over up by the east wall. That was months ago, last I know. Han skulks away with the wave of Eric's hand. Gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until he pulls over. You figure your bodyguard strikes forward. We're done here. You know, were you wearing green and black at the Great Hall? No, you bought them. You're walking around. Wow. We'll compliment you. I'm glad you care. Don't goes off to look at more stalls. Hey, Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be a scalping. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. No man is a meat hall? The best I can tell, the names are ironic. Listen, I know a guy who'd love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. You've approached some sort. What a luxury. Come on. You've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the government remembers this problem and stuff the usual type. I'll remind him. Okay. The only option we have is the meat house, so I'm assuming we just go to the meat house. We arrive in the front. In front of us must be noblemen. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduces Velgard. I'll point them out. Eric says over his shoulder, ready? We're walking into the front door. They're into the meat house, says Velgard. I'm surprised they stand up there. Okay, here we go. Velgard boots the front door opens so hard I won't close again without repairs. As we enter the hall, Eric's already at the head of the table, his axe drawn, wide-eyed, drunken, scoffing, scramble to find their weapons, turn tables and meat steins in the process. Second combat, let's go. 12 minutes in, we're already on our second combat phase. Well, it's not really 12 minutes in. 12 minutes into the stream, but like, I don't know how long we'll be in the game for. Because I kind of blabbered on about the beginning, but we're gonna talk about that part. That part don't matter. The matter is that we here now. Cool. All this at beginning phase, you can move people around. I probably should move some people around, but that's too late now. Put my name in, move up. I'm gonna tag. We're not. I can't move back. Can't switch. Okay, can't switch first. Move him towards this way. No, actually, mistake. Over here. Can't really attack anyone from there. Just waiting for my big man. Big man. They can't really do much. I mean, can I hit him with Empress? No, I can't. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna move him back. I want him dying. Because I don't know if you know this. I don't know if I don't think I explained it, but any character at any point can die. Even in combat. Like, they can die in combat and they'll be injured. I'll explain more in that when I guess we'll get to it. But, yeah, just be mindful of that if you ever do play this game. Anyone can die at any moment. Even if they're a main character in the story. I mean, they have somewhat plot armor, but I did not mean to attack that guy. That's not good. My man's is strong. I'm not trying to move anywhere. Do a Tempest Strike. Oh, I press open the D-pad to kind of highlight it. Here we go. What a pro. I killed 2 in 1 swipe. for Luke here. And that bonus stuff in turn. Maybe I have my big man with the hits rather than small guys taking hits. This way. I have a 60% chance to hit this guy. I don't do any damage to this guy. I'll attack this guy. Actually, no, we'll finish off his shield. So our smaller dudes do more damage. Or humans. I don't know, I keep calling them smaller dudes. They're smaller than the average. Varls are built big. They're just built like that. Yeah. Please don't dead. Please not dead. We got 4 health. I think we can kill this one. Him behind. I'm just gonna do this damage. Oh, I'm over here. This guy. Bada boom, bada boom. And Pillar Trace happening in the first move. And that 88 only one. Move up. Hi. I'll save those. I have my main man Eric, bro. Finish him off. Oh, this is true. I feel like he's better when he's behind the enemy. I know in the second game when I had him. This is kind of spoilers, but not really, I guess, because he lived to the second game. But I don't know, because he could die at any point, I'm assuming. But like, he had like a stealth ability he could cast, and I just feel like he hit more, like he just hit harder when he's sneaking up on an enemy. But I don't know, it could just be my mind thinking that. But anyway, there they are. Gods be damned, I gotta wash off this blood. Eric was looking around the hall's windows onto the bay. A fleet of longships approached with sails of bold red and blue. One band I know well, Wagner. Next was Varl King's ship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guest. See what I deal with all day long? Things make a little more sense. You'd hope I have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? What is it? Would be nice. If you happen to stall our guest down the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valgard hustle from the maid house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give him an apologetic shrug and go greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Down to the docks. Here we go. About to meet some peeps. Let's hope they're chill. I'm not trying to fight again. Foggy. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version of trampling the halls of Elfenheim, abundant in purpose. Gods, you look aged, you look ancient. Comes with being old, and if there's a Vogne, there must be Hakon. Must there? Still bleeding tribute from poor and stupid old yaks. At what age do you lose a sense of shame? I can't read these subtitles, bro. It's painful. Jundur demands it. I'll take the overlingering to death and go out behind. Speaking of, I have no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arbenrang, in fact. I'm glad for it. Hawkeye motions the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering, golden wolf head emblazoned on red. The king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. And don't you know? I can't read these names, bro. That's a place. I don't know. We visit his chapel. He visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Harkan. Why do I pronounce his name with an R? But I don't know. Whatever. I'm just gonna leave these on for the scribbling. You can read them for yourself. I'm tired of reading. A distinct feeling I finished my. I just said I'm tired of reading. Nah, I'm just gonna continue reading. It's to fill the empty air. I have a distinct feeling I finished my business in Strand while heading there for myself. We should caravan. We should give it a day. In better circumstances, I drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What's he trying to say? Is the prince's delight to behold? Oh, I just accidentally skipped that dialogue. A host of giants depart in the wake. You recognize a few others as strangers to you. I guess I'm off to find Mogar. See you in the morning. I can't read that. I'll be along. The young prince of then assembles the bells from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks off from the world, the sort of a boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to ground film should be more interesting than most years, you think. Looks like I'm gonna be on a long road. Let's hope no one dies. Weariness suddenly settles in. You chuckle to yourself about what an old day. What an old day. You know, it's all gonna be filled with my reading mistakes. I can't read. I'm even over this. What an odd day it has been. One of your governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Haka, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. So here we got some conversations, you know. Am I really gonna talk to anyone? Yeah, I kinda have to. This is kind of a tutorial area. Van Harken and Mead House, surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this Harken waves you over. Going straight for a flagon? Yeah, I'm not reading this anymore. That was a shame. There's a lot of reading in this game. It's got some nice background music though. It's kind of clean. It's not really much music. It's kind of just like metal noises and chanting and stuff. You know, I guess I have to read this because it's kind of awkward when there's no reading. I'm so bad at this, but it's okay. It's okay. Hakan, let's sip a low chuckle. And Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through the dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War and regularly since then. Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. She might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Garfheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing and step back into the cold air outside. And talk to the prince. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanketing the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you're with Wagner. I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Wagner for a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying to the capital. We crossed by chance. I struggled on that word so hard. I just brain farted so hard on that word, and I couldn't comprehend it. Oh, a tax collector. Find company. What do you want? Just to introduce myself. I collect taxes for the Varl's territories. A true pleasure. Yes. An awkwardness hangs in the air like a thick fog. Take the opportunity for it. Damn. I guess the last place we can go is the Great Hall. -1 supplies. At dawn, you've awoken by delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with the sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply levers. All there, just as promised. To your mild surprise, you wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. You guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner's already there. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Monger steps forward. Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in change of his unwilly entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. Well, it's not like I have any other options here. You follow Mogar and join the others. Usually the smaller doors setting into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city. But the town's guard had been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw. He crowd, but there's nothing like the story. Just frustrated, tired people somewhere stranded while I was. Now we get into the main part of the game. The road trip. So throughout the entire game, you control this caravan. And one thing I do like is that the more people you have, the bigger it gets. And like, it's noticeable. Like, there's some choices in the story that you can make where it could change, you know, what it looks like. The top of the screen, you see that 2, and there's a circle thing around it. That's how many days are gonna pass. Okay, so far 2 days have passed on this caravan trip, and the third day's about to pass. But we got dialogue. Dialogues can happen randomly, I believe. Some will be like story based, and we'll have choices along the way to do stuff. Anyway, I'll explain more when we get back into it. My explanation is probably bad as well, so like, bear with me. The caravan stops for a day. A gift is dragging open mead casks. My gracious friend, the governor of Strand, hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. We'll toast. Raise your drink, toast the alliance between men and Var. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, you sit down beside Wagner. We'll chat. Thanks for the speech, says Wagner. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Mogar, I thought the damned governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried, then he asked me to clean up his mess. For your benefit, turns out. I'd have given the job to you, too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this piece of the button? Hopefully the boy goes back to our bank on his own, and I can take out on some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hakan. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Don't you miss the fight, Ubin? You down your meat instead of replying. Bogner slashes and shakes his head. There's no joy in killing Dredge. But this? Pretty sure this is nonsense. It's some scene between the two kings to forge some kind of lineage. Used to be warriors would follow you for what you've done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Val. They've always been muddy, Wagner. Wagner stared into the campfire, lost in thought. We leave into it. Let me take a drink. You rise groggily. The campsite's a casualty of merriment. Magar is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludden stalking your direction. You put aside sleeping bodies. You better wake up. You nudge Wagner. You're needed. Ah, it's Ludden. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eye stare in return. How long to grow for him? We're only 2 days out of Strange, you know. Come on. Come, I'll show you on the map. This is the map of the world you can explore by panning with the right stick and zooming with left and right trigger. God. I'm just saying, most of this map is explorable. Like you, from what I remember, you will at least go to most of these places. Which is crazy. Actually, I don't think you go to most of the places. There's some that are mentioned, but I don't think you actually go to one. It's a big ass map. Like, shit. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff here. There's a lot of lore. I'm not gonna read the lore. If you wanna read the lore, you can look up like a wiki page or something. I'm not a lore guy. Probably find a YouTube channel with other lore. I'm just here to play the games, have a good time. We head north and east, past the forts. Garvarm is far from Strand. Going to be a long march. Should have drank last night, Ludden. Why not take the sips to Skyrim? This Skyrimstrad. What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skyrim Stream. I have Sunken City crawling with Dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Ludden exhales with a nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spends a few more days with the boy, old friend. He'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. Ludin's got a shorter wick than Harkon. I keep pronouncing with an R. There's no R in that. Thanks, Wagner. Let's get moving. Another half day to Bedfell, if we're lucky. Oh boy. Camp. So, the camp mechanics. We sleep here. We eat here. I'll just read what it says on the screen. Camp. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the travel hub. While a camper in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. High morale will reduce casualties in the war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to go back to the road. Like hero's tent. Which one's hero's tent? This one? Cool. I couldn't see. I mean, I could, but I wasn't. I was reading the dialogue box. The dialogue box pops out. It's like the unit for the stats. I don't know. Okay, he's got a level up. He's got a plus. Remember Ian's abilities. Yeah, cool. We got some lore. His abilities. We got Tempest. We got Heavy Impact. Character hits so hard that I am standing adjacent to his target. On strength, take 1 strength damage from Shockwave. That's pretty useful. Alright, so the leveling system. I'll explain the leveling system for a bit here. So you see at the bottom of our screen is a skull, right? This is 4 out of 2. That's how many kills we need to get to level up. So right now we have 4 out of 2 kills, so we can level up. The next, I think it's like 5 kills you have to get in total. I don't remember. Alright, and all of these things have their own special little I think these are passives. But you unlock them by ranking it up. Each one of them has 2. Robust, Artery Strike. So you can have different builds for characters. You know, it's pretty interesting. We got Exploit and Divert for all these. I would go. I mean, we'll go into detail. We got Bunker Down or Hunker Down. I don't know. I can't read this one. 20% to resist to 1 armor damage. I guess that could kind of be good. 20%. And this one's to Tighten Straps. 20% to regen plus 1 armor per turn. It gets 5% increase every level. That could be useful. So like, if it's 25% chance, like we get that rank 2, 25% chance. That's like 1 every 4 turns. And then we got Robust. 20% to resist strength damage, and then 10% bonus crit chance. Crit is an interesting thing because it could be useful, but most of the Varl that I know of don't build into crit, so we mostly be going for Robust for these characters. And then Defy, and they're Stubborn. Defy is to 30% to avoid any killing blow. This is good. Like, this can be useful. Like, obviously, because I kind of avoid killing blow. But since Varls are based off a high HP, we probably won't get Defy for them. Probably get Stubborn, though. Because they can then deal more damage with willpower and stuff. Dodge, we probably won't get Dodge for them. We'll probably get Lucky. Wait, what? 50% bonus hit chance. Is that? Was there also another crit thing in here? The first one was another crit thing in here. You can get a 70% bonus crit chance if you stack it with Artery Strike, and you strike it with Lucky Shot. Good to keep in mind. I'll keep that in mind for later. I don't know what to get for this. Exertion. It's the amount of willpower you can use on any given action. I mean, Dodge could be useful, I guess. Exploit. You got Exploit. 10% to cause puncture. If you attack a shield, breaks the amount of direct damage you can naturally do to enemies' armor. So I think with this, if you attack their shield, you have a chance to just hit their health just instantly. But like, it will obviously won't do damage. This one, to avoid armor divert, I think we might just get Exploit for. Anyway, we'll just promote him. So by promoting, you can get increased item rank. I don't really know what that does so far. I think it just levels up your item that you have, or whatever. I don't know. Or you can use better items. I don't know. And then higher stats and talents. So, you know, Should want to promote. Also, it takes renown to level up. It'll tell you, like right there. We'll promote him. It says 5 underneath the ring icon to the left to continue. It takes 5 renown to promote him. So we're gonna promote him because we have a lot of renown. I have so far 34 renown, so we'll be fine. Now we got 2 points available, so I can put 2 points to anything. But the thing is, I can't completely max something out. So you see how the broken shield icon, it's got 1 out of 2, right? I can only level up one more time, and then I could get one of these skills. The thing is, I don't know what to get. I mean, be smart to get this. Just to not get this up. And then we'll pick exploit. Right? Exploit? Yeah, we'll pick exploit. But the thing is, that takes a point away too. So I don't think we get exploit at this moment. We'll get more shield. The Varls we're meant to be tanky, so we'll need the tankage. And we got other characters here. We got Wooden, he's a spearmaster, so he uses spears. We got Hakan, he's a war master. I don't know what that means. This is pretty obvious. But a war master, he's got a big ass axe. You know, I gotta use 2 hands for that. And we got shield master. He's got a shield and a mace. I don't know what else to say. They all have different stats. As you can see, humans mostly have high willpower. He's got 5 out of 10. Like, he's the only one that starts out with 5. But my man has gone off. He's tanky. He's got 18 health. He's got 15 health right now. But, you know, we'll exit the screen now. There's not much else to say. This is our hero, so we can only have 5 people per battle. We got a roster. This gets bigger as the game goes on, obviously, because we get more people. But right now, we only have 4 people. And now we can just do whatever we want now. Do we have any items, actually? I didn't check that. Do we have any items? We don't. If I pressed Y, that little circle thing, underneath gun off, all the way down to the bottom, that would be where our item usually is, and we can equip items, but we don't have any items to equip. So we'll just not equip anything. So we can train, we can test out people, with heroes, we need to rest. If we need to rest, what's our morale? More like green. There's different stages of morale. We have great morale. I'm not too worried. We can move. We can go back on the travels. There's usually a shop here sometimes. Well, it's usually when you settle in like a small little camping area, there's a shop. You can buy items and supplies.
Winterfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
And also, there's locations we can enter at any given point in the adventure, in the long travel. Badbrug. That's a lot of Vara for some missing cattle. What? A couple days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? You know, my boys seen men up at the hills carrying them away. Didn't know many men could hoist the whole cow by himself. It's all from out here, maybe. Could they have Varl working for them? From what the governor tells me. He told me, I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits his eye anxiously. Yeah, I did read that right. I don't know. Okay. His eyes anxiously darting around as the caravan sets up tents. It'll be no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of dollars. Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. Speaking of, you're thinking of squatting. Not enough room for a couple hunters here. To get hundreds of. Should I hear that? Where's Loden? It's faint. It sounds like fighting and something else. Hawken takes off on a run. Oh boy, combat. Yo, my chair. My chair's making that noise. I'll be squeaking and clicking and shit. That's my chair. It's kind of annoying, but it's whatever. I'll live. You'll live. We'll all live together. Well, my main man's out here by himself. Like an idiot. Sure, what's up, waypoint? This is the tutorial. I kind of have to do this. It's Remember, I can attack diagonally up 2 tiles away. It's up to capture these guys. This is what I was talking about earlier. You can see their health and their shield amount. Why this enemy with attack? Armor block. Attacks on strength for each enemy armor higher than your strength. There's a 10% chance they'll be deflected. What's the chance they hit? Shield attacks enemy strength. I don't attack the enemy strength though. Like, I want to attack the shield, but I can't attack the shield because it's a tutorial. After attacks equal damage from here on out, you will fail catastrophe if you don't break armor, damaging both strength and armor. And then he dies. That's it. End of story. The prince is dead. That's supposed to happen. This is the beginning. He won't actually die. At least, I don't think so. I don't actually remember. I don't think he does, because he's a tutorial. I kind of forced to do that. It'd be kind of stupid. He died. So Dredge, they're big ass robots, pretty scary. Dredge are pretty dangerous. You gotta be careful when fighting them. They can do a lot of damage, like that. 7 damage. 7 damage to that my one man. Probably should use Ring of Pain as a strength. Ring of Pain breaks enemies with armor and punches enemies for the retaliating. Ooh, I did 2 damage. My man's too much damage. I'm gonna have him retreat, I'm gonna have him move here. I'm gonna have him turn. Did I put 2 big ones? Whoa. This man right here really far, but I'm just hoping that one jump can still attack this one. Just shield him. And he's dead. I don't actually think anyone can die here. They can get injured, but die. He's kind of low. Added strength, armor damage, notice enemies. Still damage. Falls when willpower strike the ally to the horn, using the horn. Give 1 willpower to the active ally. I'm gonna have to retreat for a bit. Big man in between these two, so my man's gonna stay safe back there. I'm gonna attack it. I'm gonna have both these guys wail on this dude's shields. My man's ain't gonna. Willpower. My commentary's great. It's nice. It's clean. I don't think my commentary's good. I don't know. I'm not good at this whole commentary. And he's dead. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, we can win this. Because the shield bearers, I don't think you can even attack them. You have to do shield bearers. They have higher reflection, I think. I don't know. We did it. Victory. Even though 3 of our homeboys died. But I don't think they're actually like permanent deaths, yeah. Trying to get yourself killed, Loden. What are you doing? I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. You've never seen a dredge boy before, boy. What kind of idiot breaks their armor first? Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Falcon goes to where Varga lies face down. The future for all king lies motionless aside from a sprawling pool of blood. Wagner is dead. Well, I guess someone did die. That's painful. I think that's supposed to happen in the story. I hope so. And here we go. This is the what I mentioned at the beginning of the game, where it said your main character can switch roles at any time. Right now, we're listening to the story of another character. Halfway across the world. Not really the world, more like the continent. So we got Rook and Alet. These are two people. Looks like they're both archers, so we can move them along and stuff. I guess we'll move them next to each other. So Rook, he's got light step, he can move through allies, that's what it says. And then Mark Prey does armor break damage. Does armor break damage, all as within range, attack and mark strikes. So he's kind of like. We got Alet. She's got puncture, bonus strength damage when stationary. And Threaded Needle hits all units between the archer and the target, doing bonus armor break damage. So they both got their own different abilities. Rook seems more of the tankier one, with more shield and more health. She's also got more willpower, right? I don't know, she's got more willpower. Okay. Move Rook forward. Let's see how far the enemy can move. I can attack the enemy from here, but I don't wanna waste damage too much. We should attack first, huh? Where's that attack? The orange squares indicate the range of the attack. I know. I'm gonna break his shield. I'm gonna move and look back. I stay up here. Do I do anything? No, I don't do this stuff. I thought I did for some reason. Oh, I have. Should have marched target up. Don't worry, all archers come with a melee weapon, so if the person gets close, they won't die. I hope Rook doesn't die. He probably won't, but you never know. You never know in this game. No, Rook's an absolute unit. Actually, we'll have him there take some of the blows. Sometimes you just gotta have someone take the blow, you know? Have someone take the fall. I'm sure we'll finish him next turn. Look at that. We did it and no one died. Unless Rook misses, I tried. Look, we did it and no one died. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us. We got through it, no one died. Pretty good, pretty good. Was that a dredge? Alet looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. It was. Let me see. Are you hurt? No, I'll be fine. When the dredge attacked your cart and the yaks bolted, it spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through the trees when you glance that direction. All that food. That's the last Virgo wants to get before winter. What do we do? Don't run. Let me think. Ooh, we got choices here. It'll be hard we can gather them before more dredges appear. Forget the supplies. Let's get back to school. Let's try to gather as many supplies as we can. I can see them in the trees. Are you sure about this? No, we have to try. Be quick. Let's hope no one dies. Alet calms the yaks while you frantically toss supplies back into the cart. More dredge emerge. Manage to get the cart moving again before they can close in. The colossal figures hear your seed in the distance. Supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the road. When supplies are gone, people start to die of starvation. The more people are in the caravan, the faster supplies will diminish. You can see how many delays of the supplies you have left on the travel display on the top of the screen. Most times, the supplies sell supplies little yellow tag at the bottom underneath our morale. We got 17 days left of supplies. I have no clue where my phone went. Oh, there it is. I got it. So I guess we live in this little village over here.
I never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
Ivor. The enormous ball in question towers over the men in the training field. He squints as you approach. Already back, Huntmaster. Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge, everywhere. Dredge. How'd they get through Greyhorn? You must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sputtering. They gather around you. Damn it, they'll be here soon if they're not already. You hear screams from the outskirts. People are running towards the Great Hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Egil, take Alette to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you, gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait, I want to help. Go with Egil. Let them fight, Ivor. Ooh. What do I choose? We need people defending the people. Go with Egil, Alette. Well, it looks like she might protest, but Scowls wants off to safety. God's Rook, don't start telling me I know what I'm doing. I know it's a stretch, but they brought it. What's the plan? Just hold off any dredge we see until everyone's inside and figure it out. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. To the houses! I can't click with the cursor. Sure enough, dredge are gathering numbers. You hear misplaced laughter nearby. Past a pile of corpses, a man is single-handedly holding back 4 dredge with a battered spear. Behind you, Turva! Shouts Ivor. Shoots you a dour look. If Tygiv is known for being a madman, at least he's the sort who hold the spear in the right direction. He smiles a mile wide when he realizes you're going to have to fight your way out of this. Turn order. Yeah, cool. Look, we got some items. We got 2 items. One's already equipped to Tiger. What's the other item? A leather bracelet. We'll put it on the look, obviously. How the fuck we get Ivor? Like, I like Ivor, but this is a leather bracelet. Lovely made by a hunter's wife to keep her daughter safe from harm. Well, the daughter ain't here, so 3 of us will be taking on 4 dredge. That's gonna be kind of a pain, but we got this. We have a Varl on our side. We got a Spearman. I think Spear... I don't actually know. I think Spearman can pierce armor better, but I don't actually know. As you can really see, Ludden fucking got collapsed in that last battle. At least the second to last battle. Where were the other people? Yeah, I got absolutely demolished. First off, we're going to move the Varl in front. I'm not having my humans in here. We can go back here for now. And we can move Big Man up here. We can move him back here. Look. Come on, Chris, over. There we go. And take out these bridge first. Here's the back. I can't see you. Okay, I can. That big one. I'm scared of that big one mostly. I'm hoping my main man bar over here, my main Ivor, could tank the dredge before it gets to other people. I don't get more damage from closer. Let's go. I was really hoping it didn't reflect. I actually would have cried if it reflected. Okay, I'm gonna focus on the big dredge right now. Focus on this big motherfucker. Let me take out his shields. As soon as this one's done, the small one won't be a problem. Maybe I should focus the small one first. I don't know, is that there? Not the target that. Multiple tiles. Knock back up to 4 tiles for 1 grid plus 1 nickel cost. That's not that good. Not a perfect one. Impale. Causes knockback and target bleeds when moving. Knockback a tile and target bleeds when strength for a turn. I don't think robots can bleed. Or at least dredge can bleed. I can basic attack. Oh no, he's gonna try to Rook eats though, it's okay. Looks built different. He's an absolute unit of a man. I want to break this one's shield so we can just do strength damage to him. I'm gonna finish off this one. Crack his shield. Now he's just gonna take high amounts of strength damage now. And easy. We got this in the bag. In the bag right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Combat can be unforgiving. Don't hesitate to change the difficulty of battle if it leaves you frustrated or find yourself needing a tougher challenge. Use the options menu to change difficulty. I just read what you said in the chat. Go. I appreciate it. I don't think my commentary is good, but if you say it is, then I'll believe it for a while, I guess. I don't know. Don't worry, you can change the difficulty anytime, and it has no effect on the story or the choices you make. Cool. I won't be changing the difficulty. We're playing on the hardest difficulty. No, I think we're playing on the normal. If I played on the hardest difficulty, I think I'd actually go insane. I'd cry a lot too, because people could die. But yeah, we're just playing on normal. You take stock of your handiwork. I think I'll stick with you, says Trivar. I don't know how to pronounce that. We're gonna call him Try. Trigive. Triv. Trigive. I don't know. We'll call him Try. Unless you've got another ideas. Ivor grunts something non-emotional. A black hole is forming at the tree line. Enough of this, says Ivor, glancing over his shoulder. We're going back. Then adds, look, I'm doing one more check of the houses around here. See if you find them now. You're lucky. Lucky to escape the notice of more dredge on the way back. You can see them rummaging through the homes, tearing the buildings apart. If you're going to look for more survivors, make a note to do it quickly. Oh, there's a market. We could buy things. We can buy things at the round. We can buy supplies. How many supplies they got? The max supplies I can buy. 45. And I still have renown, but I want to use all my renown on supplies. Happiness. Where's the items at the bottom? Got a narwhal horn. We got this. Plus 2 aggro. That could be good in some sort. Plus 1 break. I'll buy this. Buy this too. How much food now we have? 17? Buy more food though. Buy 30 days worth. Oh, it's more like 15 days worth. It's for the heroes. I'm not gonna talk to my mans yet. You know, now equip our heroes with some items. We only got one item. Arm. I'll give this to him. Someone doesn't have an item yet. You can also promote people. Or promote Rook. Dodge. I wanna put Rook in the dodge. What is robust? Resist. That's per chance. Because I want to build a Rook to be a sort of DPS of sorts. Kind of like an agile fighter, you know? So I think I'll put a point in exertion and a point in willpower, because I want him to get as many will point, like be able to regen will point stats. Okay, and then next we got Try. We'll promote him. He's got that critical necklace on. We're gonna go for crits for him, so we'll boost his up twice, just so we can get our artery strike. Seems fitting for a man of his strife. Alright, now we're gonna talk to my main man, Ivor. Find anyone? If you sent them inside, gods, this is bad. I'm out of practice, Rook. Look, as long as I've known you, you're always warmed your way. Instead of talking about dredge, this would be the time to start talking. I can tell you, they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Asked the Menders. I wasn't there. But I know you fought your fair share. Yeah, I've killed enough slag for one lifetime. That's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay that on me. Come on, let's get inside. The Great Hall. Let's hope everyone's okay in the Great Hall. I'm assuming everyone's okay. I hope so. I sent my daughter to the Great Hall. I don't want her to die. Look, thank the gods you made it. The Great Hall is an utter din, filled as with dozens of terrified families. Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't. What in the death is going on? Dreads milling around, ransacking houses. The chieftain's wife finds him, pushing through the crowd. They must have known we're here. Why haven't they attacked? I don't know. I wasn't expected to last. I made some decisions, but tell me straight, what would you do in my place? Left by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done, look. Can't trust our families. Chieftain sighs a deep and heavy breath. He looks years older. Imagine us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Ivor's right, of course. We can't just wait till it's slaughtered. Where do we go? If dredge are coming down from the north, Frostville to the west, it's close and has walls. I intend to be free of Skogar in one push. Nobody's left behind. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction, then go. I'll catch up on the road to Frostville. Sounds like suicide, Ivor. The chieftain says Ivor's right. I'll help with distraction. We'll set the town on fire as we left and the storehouse. Oh. I need to do it. I want Ivor possibly dying. won't help with distraction. Stephen thinks for a long moment. I didn't ask for advice, just to ignore it. Promise you're not to wrangle your lives on like this. I was brought up by an Ivor. Nope. I'm coming with you. That catches you by surprise. Stephen rubs his chin in, but doesn't argue. From the training she's given, a lead, you've no doubt she can handle a bow. Fine, I'll get the townspeople ready. Make your move, Ivor. We'll leave when you're clear. I want Gil with us, says Ivor. If something happens to us, I need him to tell the chieftain. Ivor goes off to find him. Lead finds you. I know what you're doing. You have to let me come, she says. Don't leave me, please. I'll be good. Oh, I feel like if I don't let her go, she'll do something stupid to get herself killed. I'll let her go. I promise, she says. Ivor soon finds you both. Let's go. Remember, we're not trying to fight them all. We're just giving them they're just getting their attention. You step into the ground. Into the ground. Here we go. Back to not being me, but I can't English either. You step into the town courtyard where you can already see Dredge in every direction. Ivor starts banging his shield and swearing at them. We kill a few, he shouts, and the rest will follow. You steel yourselves for a tough fight. Look at that. We got the squad. We got the whole squad up here. We about to protect this town. About to cause such a great distraction. Let's hope we don't die. Anyway, I'm gonna give a Red's bracelet to her. Since we have her in the party now. Okay. Let's hope no one dies. Let's just hope. That's the best we can. That's the best we can do. So, how's it going? Oh, we loaded. I don't like these placements. So let me select big man. One big man over here. First off, take shield man. Put him here. Eagle. Spear guy. Right here. Let him back the fuck up. Like, back the fuck up. Move up. Here. Maybe here. Here. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Have this bow lady. I'll do it. Over here. There you go. I think it's pretty solid. Oh, I thought looking. Next time, come here. I'll build your health. Alright, big man. Time to do some big damage. Yeah, 3 damage! As long as you use it to tank and stuff. Oh no, you got the bomb. That's a clear overview of my homies. My boys. Move them in front of us. Oh man. Don't want him attack. The dredge will all separate them. I let them attack. Since the dredge are mostly together. Eagle fucking dies. Help me. Thank God I gave him that health boost. Able to eat those shots. Alright, what type of ability she got? Rain arrows? Targeted tile and stun the enemy who steps in there with the rain arrows. You gotta be big brain, mate. Big man's about to sneak up. Sneak attack. I'll break their shields. Go 3 damage, let's go. I'm gonna have my main man back up, at least here. Watch his big brain. Look at that. Look at that big brain. Mega mind. Absolute mega noggin. Other than that, was got Stonewall. What did I do? Blocks damage. Actually, might attack a lead. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, I'm so big, right? Don't even take damage anymore. I'm unstoppable. He's just resistant, bro. Except for one turn. He's taking damage. Except for one turn, bro. My man hasn't taken damage. Oh, because it never went back to his turn. That makes sense, okay. Give it a block. You can tell it didn't miss turn. Getting to finish him off. Did it. No one died. Victory. Oh, we lost 4 supplies. No one died. There we go. I'm proud of us. You have no problem giving the dredge to follow. Things begin to look dicey, but you'll eventually be able to use them in the thick of woods. They have a difficulty keeping up. He climbs an overlook and wait for a caravan to appear. An hour later, Podliff is the first to spot them. There, she I can't read. She points to the road. As you rejoin them, you can tell there was trouble. Some people wounded, others missing. The group has gathered at the rear of the caravan. Podliff walks beside the covered figure. In the open wagon, old fool, she says through clenched teeth, I should have stayed with him. The chieftain's death hits you like a blow to the gut. You continue on, said Foster in silence. Let's hand R.I.P. the chief. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backwards to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. They're spaced out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. Gotta pull them together, says Ivor. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. The path should just be up ahead. Calling stop for the day, so the pace everyone can catch up. Calling stop for the day. You refuse to risk the lives of everyone for a small gain. A sharp whistle signals the clansmen in front to stop moving forward and start clearing space for camp. Smiles appear on the tired faces even though you didn't push as far from the dredge as you like. We just leave right off the bat. We'll go to Heroes. We'll check. See if anyone's got promotions. I don't think anyone's got a promotion. I don't think anyone does. Yeah, no one's got a promotion. We can buy more items. Is there a market? Is everyone paying attention? I don't think there is. This is just a normal camp. Yeah, we'll talk to our people. Talk to Egil, bro. My man's an absolute unit. How's the army, Gil? You find Egil just outside the camp, practicing his sword swings. I saw you taking some hard hits out there. Oh yeah, I'm great, or not great considering everything. I'm fine. My arm's fine. It's a strong shield. It's Rookreich. It's Rookreich. I know we haven't talked much before now, but if you want, just call me Gil. Okay, Gil. I wanted to let you know that I meant what I said before about making sure nothing happens to a lead. I've never seen a shield like that before. Well, we can see. I've never seen a shield like that before. Yeah, I doubt there's many. My father made this. It's solid metal, really heavy. But I've been practicing with it since I was a kid. Wasting a lot of time just getting used to lifting it. Here it is up to show you. I'm pretty good with it now. It's the only thing left of my father's I have left. Then when my mother died, she gave it to me before she died. Ivor seems to think you're pretty good. Did he say that? That's good, I'm trying. Never had to fight anything like Dredge before, but I don't have much else to do. And how many people get to train with a Varl? It just seems like I could be a help to someone. That's what I want to be. The protector of Valette, huh? Oh, I just skipped that dialogue. You can see his cheeks turn bright red, don't worry. She can take care of herself, too. I know, I didn't mean easy, Gil. I know what you meant. Think about what you said. I'm heading back to camp, stay strong. I will. Oh, and if you need something, let me know. I can do anything you need. Between you and Ivor, we're going to be okay. I can tell. And bro, that's probably some saucy dialogue with that one I skipped, but I skipped it. Try. I guess I better thank you for helping us out back there. Driver turns his head, eyes wide as though something was stalking him. Nice beard, Rook, but that's not why I'm here. Oh, okay, why are you here? Fat clansmen? What? They eats. Don't know how to kill a thing, Rook. He rolls the R and Rook graciously while holding out his spear for you to inspect. Look at this thing. They grow on trees. You can make them from a tree. My advice, show them how to stick some pigs or stick a rabbit. A bird, you can stick almost anything, Rook. Have you always been this way, Try? I have always been. Have I always been, Try? A dumb question, Rook. Look, I hear what they say behind my back. Trevor is handsome. Try is brave. But you're the right man for this job. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Any more helpful advice? I'm glad you finally asked. Don't trust a man just because they have faces and use their mouths. A man will look at you right through his helmet and lie. Should I trust you, Try? Come on, Rook. Am I wearing a helmet? God, I like Try's character so far. I get it. We all got things to do. Me, I was about to go swimming. At least you're keeping clean. Nobody comes looking for you in a pool of water, you know. Don't need to waste too much time there, okay? We'll come get you before we leave. I see you around. Only if you keep your eyes open, Rook. You can't help but hope there was nothing sinister about that last comment. I guess we'll rest after a day. Yeah, we don't have a lot of supplies. We have 8 supplies. There's no shop. I just hope we get some stuff in this cobblestone. Oh boy. Oh look, we made it to the Godstone. I think that's what we call it, right? Godstone? Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women dropped their meager possessions beneath the Godstone of Herod Valdir. What are we doing? We just left our homes and suddenly they were dragged. They rest desperate enough for the world to down for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. How am I supposed to do that? Lie? Tell them everything's gonna be alright? Gods, Rook, I don't know. Pretend you know what you're doing. That's what the rest of us do. Thanks for the advice. Then do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves, if you can live with it. You humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control. Terrified when you are. Pulled together. Right. Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. You do care. I can tell. Men are a plague on the world, worse than any dredge as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Ivor. You sleep poorly, the sun forever stuck to an eternal bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself standing over a long row of hills covered in pines. The Godstone looms overhead, the massive eyes of pattern of light here look in the same direction as you expect to stone. The weathered stone doesn't see many visitors, not much reason to travel so far east, and hunters come through. They sometimes stop to give offerings out of habit more than anything else now. But the gods are dead. Heaven was the god of hunters and wild beasts. Occasionally seen roaming the lands as both man and wolf. He was always this an effigy with this terrible spear. You wonder what depicted. That's what that word is. That's the word I struggled on. Depicted. I just brain fart in words, bro. Like, I just don't understand what some words are. He was always depicted in effigy with this terrible spear. You wonder what he think about his woods being full of dredge now. A young girl from Caleb approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says, before running back to the tent. Back at your tent, you rouse a light. He points to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down. It's time to move on to Frostingville. It feels like an end. More of an end than a start. We got an item. Got a rune. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. You've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. You don't wish to meet them alone. If you let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. Parents fear strangers, raises. Will all the men join you? What are you doing out here alone? We're hunting here for food in the dredge found our village with the man. He returns, he looks away, unable to finish. Well, I'm doing. There'll be no trouble, come along, you say. The men cautiously join your ranks. Improve trustworthy. The hidden watering hole is nearby, teeming with animals, soon your supplies and most of your stocks. During a rest, one of the men gets too drunk and ends up splashing meat in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and broken bone later. The instigator, Raph, we'll call him Raph. I'm not pronouncing the whole thing. Raph is tossed on the ground at your feet, angrily transmitting, looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is a little more than drooling mumbles. Here's an apology. Grabbing Raph's neck, you force him to look at the crowd, apologize for this mess. You demand. The man babbles until you squeeze harder. Sorry, he yells repeatedly even after you let him go. Folks shake their heads, but leave the man alone. The caravan is visibly relieved on a small village on the way to Frostville with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it among themselves while you set up nearby. Nice, we got another town. Everything's going fine so well. No one died. We're doing, except that one guy, but that was in the other story. No one has died yet in here, except the chieftain. But yeah, I guess everything's not going well. And we're gonna go to the market and see what items we got. See what we can buy. We got 32 right now. We got supplies for 9 days. Tortoise band. It's green. Caught my interest. Tortoise band. +2 arm slash resist. Or rest. We got +2 will per kill. That could be useful. Now we're gonna buy some supplies. We're gonna buy all their supplies. Sold 20 right now. No one can promote. We'll rest. Okay, cool. Now we'll let out. Move our morale a bit so no one dies. You're only just outside the village and 2 men and Red approach. My name's Hogan, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Mogun. Many from the village wish to join you to Frostville. The 3rd man, excluding Raid, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogan, he screams. Oh shit, go on bed. What's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True, you can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with reasonable people to Skogar. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared. All crowd rows and nervous stares. Both know what will happen to those of us if the fields are abandoned. Go with the moves. I think the town was a very dry. Beside my flesh beside the road. We thought that's how we win ourselves. A good number told me to my face they didn't want to be beaten to death by dredge my ass. I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan, but you got 2 choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Hogan, what do you say? I thought it was unfair that you only asked me. Hogan drops his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I make a horse farmer. Kill men for defending their homes. Let's make this a fair fight. Some of the brothers get involved. We'll side with the brothers. I think the brothers have a reason and the right to be able to leave. Ivor steps forward. The thugs hesitate as you pull your axe. You start to let us know where to be seen. I hope a lead better not die. A lead better not die. Maybe we should just chill in the village. I hope she does chill in the village. We'll give this to him. And we'll give this My man's clip 2. No, I can only give this to 2 people. Because they're both level 2. So yeah, there's just different leveling as items. Okay. Do we want Hogun or Mogun? One is higher shield, one is higher base health. That's practically the difference between those two. I don't think there's really any differences between them. They're both Thrashers. I can't tell the difference. One's got a scar, the other doesn't. I guess we'll use Mogun. What are his abilities? Bloody Flail and Shield Wall. Sending us an ally, create Shield Wall. Is he the same abilities? Yeah. We'll take Hogun. We'll take Hogun. Okay. Let us begin. Ready for battle. I'm about to kick some villagers' asses. I'm about to slay the innocents. I mean, hey man, I don't think they're that innocent. Like, they're forcing people to stay. And like, he's gonna kill them anyway. So like, he doesn't have good intentions. Alright. I don't want to move anyone. Then obviously I want to move Rook. Yeah. Let me start picking. I don't want you over here. There's 3 motherfuckers over here. Send you to take on this. I'm overpicked, so I might as well. These humans ain't got nothing on us. We go far on this side. What do they got? Nothing. Exactly. Ooh, that's a crit. That's 10 damage. That was overkill. Hey man, you try alone. Try and do nothing wrong. Try just trying to live his life. This is a chaotic man already. I was gonna say like some alignment. When I ever help out Rook. Rook will be fine. Rook will live. Bloody flail. Oh, Dry's dead. He's on the floor. He's collapsed. I don't actually think he's... I hope he doesn't die. We just got him, bro, and I just started to like him. Try this archer. What you gonna do? Shoot me? Nah, bro. I got a shield. Oh, she's gonna have a melee weapon. That's kind of tough. Only Rook at that melee weapon. Smacks that guy. He's nothing. Okay, this dude's gonna have to turn that. Or fuck up this guy. Send him back. I was still gonna be able to fight. As long as he didn't attack the stick, alright? And also, he's gonna die. Oh, big man rolls down. Really died easily. On top. That's actually painful. Cool, no health damage. Oh, but Rook. Rook coming in clutch with that 9 damage. We got a reward. If you enemy with a Thrasher. Promotion, Rook can be promoted. Let's hope no one on our side died. The brothers thank you. With wide grins, soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. You scan around anxiously for her light. It was gone missing when fighting began. Eventually you find her, watching from afar. Hogan returns at the moment, introducing you to his son and wife, who soon set out. Oh, it's okay. As long as it's okay, everything's okay. Morale improved. Blue Head marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distant, since leaving the village. You stop for a rest. Lord Leaf approaches you both. Oled, I have something for you. Oled has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Oled. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner. Everything that has happened since we left Scorpio. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? It looks that way. Oh, then that means... You both cried for a moment while I led unfurls the banner. Elizabeth has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can you read the part about Mom? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of families who have lived in Scorpio. Throughout the years, just as it is done on every banner in every town. I wish she were here. I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of banner about your family is short, but a lead has been sewn in colorful designs. Why do you say that? This doesn't have to do with all this dredge, leaving home. Why'd you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. They would kill others. But how do you know which ones are bad? Because the dredge are terrifying. Every time we have to fight them, I just want to run, but I don't want to kill a person. Please. Are you mad at me? What is she gonna have to? It's okay. I guess I won't do it if I really had to, but do we have to? I know what you mean. Yeah, I know, Dad. I think you're doing a good job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or for worse, the story of Scorpio is your burden now. Get it? That's why it's called the Banner Saga. Because all of our stories are written on a banner. It's great. It's great. Is there a market? Oh, no, there's no market. Heroes. We got some promotions. Rook's about to come level 3. God, I like Rook. Rook's a cool character. Injuries. One or more units is injured. Injured units can still fight, but have a penalty to max health and equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes while resting in a camp. So we have 2 injured. 3 days. So we could wait 3 days. I'll check if we have the supplies for that. I'm gonna promote him. Improve your ability. 10 renown. Okay. Okay, Mark Prey. So it's rank 2. Yeah, rank 2. Break damage and auto attack for all allies. Wait, what's the difference between rank 1 and rank 2? Like, there's no difference between the... Whatever. Okay, we got 2 points. I'm gonna put that into dodge. I'm gonna put that into some more will. Actually, no. Will. Yeah, we'll put that in here. Robust. Actually, nah, we'll get the skill. We'll get dodge. Where do we get dodge? Where do we get lucky shot? Damn, I don't actually know. Because dodge could be useful, but he also can he can attack. Because I feel like crit should be better based on someone who can do ranged, like Odlef or Aletz. They both have range, so crit probably better for them because they hopefully don't get attacked. We'll just level up the boss. I can't decide yet. Anyone else got a promotion? No one else got a promotion. Can I give this item to anyone else? Probably not. Yeah, only 2 people. What did I give to Rook? Dodge, 15% chance of dodge strength, okay. Probably should give this to someone else, huh? Dodge strength thing. Gonna rest, what was it, 3 days? I'll give the dodge thing to someone else. I'll give this to it. And no one else can equip it, so I guess Rook will keep it. But this will thing could be good. No, well, 15% chance to dodge. Like, that could come in clutch. But Rook's a murderer. He's a straight killer. No, we'll keep everything the same. I'm gonna go talk to her. I'll believe. I don't know how to pronounce her name. How you doing, Odd? I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Odlef because before I was even born, he wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? You gotta be careful that expression. When you're going to be okay, people look up to you. People look up to you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. I feel nothing about my husband dying, people. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. I'm not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you. Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you. You know, if something happens. Why me? He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I would vouch for you. Come on, Rook. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us. I think this is what has to happen. I'll do my best. I think so too. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I can never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safer with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to camp. It's time to go. We've rested. Everyone's healed. It's time for us to head off again. In a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. You recognize this place, one man says. Several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them what's coming. Good luck will find you again. They must end. Fighters understanding. In his kin, you say, please do what you must protect them. The man claps you on the shoulder and fires the fire. Oh, I would give them supplies if we had extras, but 10 days of supplies in a lot in this game. Complaints of our excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snagged cabins into a campfire, nearly setting the supply wagon in front. The huntsman put out the fire and pulled the wagon and its legs. Water from now on. Figures slurring his waist to the palms of such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers still want to roll their eyes. Go back to the business. Somehow you doubted it Well, that. We made it. So Foster, oh, Dredge. Never mind, I spoke too soon. I guess everyone's gonna die now. Dredge shouts a man from the back of the caravan. Raftly unbalanced, drunk, staggering towards you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to the trees in the distance. Fear races the caravan as the fire squad 11 scouts return with no sightings and few wristbands. There'll be time for that later, you tell them then. For now, we take no chances. A full day of uneasy rest passes with no sign of Dredge. The caravan is annoyed by the scare and the delay. Eventually, Raph bursts into laughter. You sure there never were any Dredge? Not after long. Raph goes missing. Nobody searches for him. It seems to die. Morale went down so much.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellir now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
Okay, I was told to turn down my game audio. I just muted my game audio. We'll turn it down. We'll turn it down. Turn it down. Put this up. We'll turn down music. Turn down the effects. Okay, that's actually weird. Put it. Okay. What happens wrong? Okay. We'll continue. I hope that fixes things. I don't actually know. I've turned it down though. I feel like it's too quiet. I'm gonna turn it up. It's too quiet. It's kind of bothering me. There. We walk, okay. You jostle through follow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of frozen for days to get so close. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We can't stay outside in the open like this. Oldie finds you amongst the many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody is being let into the city. Why? It's overrun from Varl. With Varl from Boston. Blotzblark. Blotz. Blotz Gloryhorn. People from Bitra. All nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Garthville has locked himself in his great hall. And that's when they close the gates. When the Dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. We'll get in the wall somehow. I want to know more about what's going on here. Let's leave off for now and see what happens. Where else could we go? We're getting this wall somehow. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it, just push really hard. Not like it's a market. Watch how to buy some supplies. Ooh, Ring of the Wolf. Oh, these are some good ass items. We can't use any of the supplies. Supplies comes first. Wow, the supplies. Okay, let's look at the items. Ring of the Wolf. Protects from death. Strength over 1. On this jeweled and crushed, +2 arm per turn. 20% dodge strength. +2 strength. +2 arm rest. +2 aggro. 5% dodge strength. We'll get this. We might need it for later. I won't get anything else. We got the gate. Our heroes. We can rest. But we're gonna fucking bust down this gate. You approach the gate where hundreds of people have gathered, intruding bloody space in front of the door. Several pin-cushioned bodies lie unclaimed as though they simply belong there. Archers up on the wall make it clear that nobody will be getting in. Men and women below certainly call for mercy and reason whether or not fight with flinging stones and curses. Average, you really expect to push these gates open? Find out more from the crowd. Shout out the guards on the wall. Talk to Ivor. I'm willing to try, grunts Ivor. Despite sizing up doors that look like they could hold back an army, and when men start shooting arrows and pouring out to stop you, then you kill them. He says, you're not sure it's the most sound plan. We're not doing this. Find out more from the crowd. Spent an hour talking to different people who all have the same story. A couple days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates, and refused any more refugees. They've got huge storage supplies in there too. As one man, they're just hoarding them. He gave up suicidals fall on the outside of the walls, he says. And there's a water passage we could squeeze through, I think. Not the whole caravan, but if a handful of us can get in, we might be able to get through inside. Ooh, not good. But with risk of going in the water passage, if we can't get the gates open, then half our caravan probably stuck outside. So we probably could lose half our caravan. We'll shout at the guards. We're from Scar. Open the gates. You shout to the archers, not expecting much. Just get response. Archers up on the wall. We'll be getting in men and women below and terminally call for mercy and reason, and we're not flinging stones and curses. Leave the crowds and head back down the hall. There's a lot of people gathered around the rest of the house. It's so important. Maybe we can find help there. At least make ourselves useful. Is there any way to... I don't think... Okay, I have to go back to the gate. If the game tries something else, what else are we gonna do? There's nothing else we can do. Unless I'm missing something. That's like the Margaret's like to get them. What? So what do we do? Did I soft lock? I don't think I did. We should have taken the water pipe out though. Do I just rest? There's a lot of people gathered around the rest houses. Oh, I just go to the rest houses. I have to click rest. Spend a whole day at the rest house. Everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just shut himself in the great hall. There are a lot of people here to let. We can help them. A couple suicide fall outside the city walls, he says, and there's a water passage. So it's just going over options. Tends to the wounded. The day alongside the others in the caravan trading wounds, most of which came from archers at the gates. I've heard from one woman in the city. They've been sending carts with food around. Probably tells you. Could be a way in. However, pies next time they send a cart, you bring it in. The protest, aside from leading to a fight, it would probably mean no more food for the refugees. Leave the fuck alone. I don't want to get involved if others are going to stop before you say you return for what you were doing. I guess we'll check. I just hit my mic by accident. Sorry if that was loud. We'll check out for the water passage. I'm not fitting through there, says Ivor. When you arrive at the narrow ducts, go without me. It looks like it'll get you on top of the walls and then down to the gate where you can open it. Wait for us at the gate, Ivor. We'll be quick. Inigo said, water, you should have guests run off. Still, you manage to squeeze your way through the tight stonework and push your way past an iron gate. You take stairs on the top of the walls. As you approach the gates, armed men take notice. They don't ask questions. Alright. We'll slap Mogun in here. I don't want to let being in here. I'm possibly getting hurt. Alright. Let's kick some asses. Kick some asses and take names. Okay, so we got motherfuckers in front of us. We got two motherfuckers in front of us and 3 motherfuckers behind us. So I'm gonna make a whole wall of shoot people right here. I'm gonna have 2 shoot people here. I'm gonna have my main man try right here. Actually, yeah, no, I'll keep it like that. I'll have Rook behind him. Actually, I'll have Rook over here. I'll have her over here. She's got that trap thing. Alright, cool. Rook's gonna attack this archer first. Because fuck archers. Me and the homies hate archers. See you later. She's dead. Alright, where'd it go? Killing more innocents! Running theme of this game is killing innocents. It's not, but like... kind of convenient. that all I've been doing is just like, oh, that's not good. I'm just gonna finish Archer Lady off. Hey, you can be remoted. We'll do a flail. Bloody flail. Him. Ooh, damage. Look at the damage. Boom, let's go. Okay, that's actually good. Oh, he fell. Poor man. I don't know which one that was. He fell. He's not dead. I hope so. Do I lose all these pips? Oh, he's one. Ooh, crate. Bro, leave Archer Lady alone. Where the fuck is he going? Where do you think you're going, bucko? I got some unfinished business with you. Bada bing, bada boom. He's dead. Alright, attack broke. That's a smart idea. It's not. Why did I move that way? I didn't mean to do that. I'll mark him. She's not gonna be anywhere near to attack. Yeah. I'm not gonna have him waste willpower. Bro, Rook's a beast. There we go. That's how that works. Okay. They have to be in range. Man, I probably read that. Foes lying dead, feeble ready for crossing your path. I can read that fast enough. Eagle got promoted. You can be promoted. Has promotion available. What in the depths are you doing? Letting ourselves in. I see that. I'm very impressed. But all those people you just let in here, dead. All those women and children with you, dead. And thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together. Skull. What are you talking about? The man orders his guards to get the doors open. The doors closed again before more refugees noticed. If I knew they were fighters and were outside, I would have brought you in. Mikhail, I'm in charge here. Heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh, really? Think you mean hiding out in the grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? As soon as they heard Dredge were coming, anyone who could have swung an axe got one to the head. That's the first story anyway. At least 3 clients in here, warring over turf and food, and the worst are the god's-forsaken Varl. He eyed his Ivor and shrugged with exaggeration, as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You got some people who can fight. You got your own Varl. That counts for something. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, take back Frostwell. I don't take sides. It's too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine, cut those sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. We need our people. Our people is what matter. But are we willing to join Ekill? We need a place for our people. We'll join. Good, because whatever else we were thinking would have been a bad idea. shouts to his men with gates closed who follow him to obscure alleys. Hope we know what we're doing, making up as we go, Ivor. Chapter 3. Little did they sleep. So we're going back to the other caravan. Oops, new caravan? I don't think it is. I think it's the same caravan. Different face. Okay, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted, and more weapons actually applies too. You perk up, just now realizing Morgan has been talking to you since Wagner died. Everyone has been looking to you to make decisions. It's exhausting. How come? I heard you. I'm saying that Varl we sent to the Strand has returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Most of it isn't from the governor. Some. I don't think he was happy about buying us as fighters using his own money. I also insisted we take on Lackey from his watch over his property. A man named Eric. I met him. He seems competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants Dredge calling him out through his streets. We put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths then. You sure that wound is healed, Ludden? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. Want him to go home, want him to come with us. Luda makes his own decisions. We would only be made to do this again later, and I would not suffer it all a second time. They take us through the wandering roads, or do your job and slaughter some Dredge. Ludin turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering roads not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin won't be deterred, I'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looting all this dump. What do I tell the warrior, Saga? Tell them to be cautious, no more losses. Tell them to cover the mountainside. No more losses. We'll do. Give the word and we'll be set off. No market, shut the option. Open up the map. We got heroes. I don't think anyone can be promoted unless they can level up off screen, but I don't think they can. Oh, Mogir can level up. We'll level up. We'll up his robust. Okay. We'll add Eric to our team. Okay. Talk to our peeps. Our homies, our home dogs, our fellow Varl. You knew him well, didn't you? Wagner? No, well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk to him much. Longer than I did in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Varl listened. I knew that. I could use help here. I can use help there. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Mogir's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold the quill. What are you always putting down in that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner and harboring for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes. The man has wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No. It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Ludden's? God forbid. You relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. I heard you were a terror in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competitive, you know? Nobody knows how old we Varl can get naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me. Just hunkers in Grofheim collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Kurum is close, I think, but the Latin son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off to before I am, although The shame of the gestures around him, as if it reminds you of the current situation. You chuckle. Anyways, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery baron for Joriander now. Can't remember half of what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence, don't get fancy on my behalf, Harkin. I won't. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Gods, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think that it's the best that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it if it's the end. I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths with you. You consider what you say next. Let's get some rest. I'll do some marching tomorrow. I've hoofed more hills than a horse born with grudge. Don't worry about me. I ask how you're dealing with Wagner's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old mugger, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Wagner. To tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Anything you tell me about the caravan? Throw together. This many Varl, half of them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clans leaders trying to show off for one another, for each other. Not a big deal. I got it under control. The fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Wagner. They're the ones worried about. What about Luden's men? They don't want to hear anything from me. I know that. Any problems? Could be. Luden's pet Varl is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too, Yrsa. She's probably the best fighter Luden's got, to be honest. I ever heard some of the Varl call her the witch. Why? The flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Varl more than the dredge. Still, does not make much sense, witch. Though they're not scholars, Hagen. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am. Any more rope and I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forget. You weren't around back then. At one point, I had more rope. I hung myself. So no, I'm not interested in command. It's all you. Thanks. You're willing? You think we're willing? You think we're walking to a death trap? This many Varl? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough, though. I don't like being the one to send Varl to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. I wouldn't expect Wagner to drop like that to a couple of slag. I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. It just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although I have to wonder. Nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. Worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. What were you holding back about Wagner? I'd rather not say, Hakon. Why not? It's the kind of thing that gets stuck in your head and you need a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it. If you say so. Sounds important. Tell me. How did Wagner die? He ran into Dredge. Wasn't expecting it. When we found him, he was lying face down like he was struck from behind. Did he really get taken down by some random slag? Who else was there? You think Ludden? He probably didn't, but damn it. We should keep an eye on that bastard. If you see anything else, tell me. I will. Let's get back to it. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. I guess it's time for us to head out. I'm gonna save though. Can't I save this autosave? I don't actually. How do I save the game? I'm assuming it autosaves. There's no option for me to save. We'll continue forward. I was just gonna save for safety purposes, just in case my game crashed. Look at that, says Margaret. The hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just as easily pass by as rush up there and slaughter them. Loading over here, that's a dozen dredge. Heading over towards Strand. Oh shit, what I click? It'd be a waste of time. Strand can handle them. If we go chasing down every pack of dredge on the horizon, we'll be out here for a year, you add. He says, I didn't mean to click that option. I went to go put my hand back on the controller and I hit A by accident. Hecko. You can hear Ludden's hard-booted trot as you set up camp for first and embrace yourselves. Can we speak as equals? We can try. Seems clear to me you plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way, am I right? Why do you ask? Because since we left, Arv and the Varl have been acting like I need protection. Don't assume only the Varl can fight. Do you understand me? That is my banner we fly to Grufheim. The banner of Arbigen. Arbenrang. I insist on joining in battle. Almost gutted in your first encounter. Ready for more? Whatever you like, Prince. And I expected more resistance. From Wagner, maybe. They tell me you were his Kender. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin Varl thing. Don't you take on his responsibilities? In my own way. And stop acting like I'm a thorn in your side. When you're nearly 200 years, it's hard to make a 20-year-old man. Is that right? Seriously? You better start. We'll both be kings someday. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. Ludin looks at you as though you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. On exertion, you've gotten some characters high exertion. Don't overlook this important stat. Exertion lets you add more willpower reactions. Want to add more than 1 star to your attack? Upgrading to 3 exertion lets you add 3 damage to every attack, or move 3 spaces further than usual. If you got the willpower for it, remember, each stat is equally important in combat. Choose wisely. Let's see who we got. Anyone know? No. We got Bercy and Ursa. Ludin here. Okay, Ludin ready for seeing. But Ursa, Siege Archer. What's her abilities? She's got Slag and Burn. The character throws a 5-tile area of slag on the ground, which explodes immediately. Target tiles takes damage. Seen below, adjacent units take 2 strength damage. Also, it's randomly placed burning coils on occupied tiles. If a target an enemy tile, coils always appear on a center tile first. Walking over the burning coils comes 1 strength damage. She can also do armor break. The higher her things go up, she leave more coals. What's her passive? Puncture. By standing still, the archer is able to line up a shot that takes advantage of an enemy's missing armor, doing bonus damage. For every 2 points of armor her target has lost, the archer gains 1 additional strength to her attack. Ooh, that's nice. And then we got Percy. He's got Tempest, so he can do a 360, and he's got Heavy Impact. Okay, cool. That's nice. That's good. That's good. I might put Bercy in, but we'll wait until we get combat to worry about that. We'll talk to the witch, the so-proclaimed witch. Ursa, right? She watches you approach with her head tilted back and points a thumb towards Ludin's tent. Not here. No, here for you. Oh? Can we talk? Her shakes her head no, a smile on her lip, eyelids low. Why not? I don't. In those 2 curiously contradictory words, you get 2 impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice, and this might be a complete waste of time. She watches you expectantly. You don't talk. No, you do though. I don't. You're Ludin's bodyguard? No, he's mine. Before you have the chance to be as confused, she cackles, erupts and loud. Then looks slightly embarrassed. You are his personal guard, though. Her expression changes too, of course. How'd you end up with someone like Ludin? Luck. It's about the flaming arrows. She raises an eyebrow. Varl and fire don't get along. All you get is a shrug. If you're going to use them. She pulls an arrow. There's a flicker of the wrist you don't quite catch. Suddenly, a bird combusts in the tree behind you and falls to the ground smoldering. Half the camp has turned to watch. Don't tell me not to. She watched you. Well, this has been fun. She crosses her arms and hand on her chin and cocks her head to one side. Until next time, Ursa. Saga. You stop and look over your shoulder. I'm a witch, so be careful. She puts her forefinger to her lips with a soft shh. You depart. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. Alright, let's talk to Bercy. See what he's got. You have a moment? As you approach Bercy, he lowers the book he was reading. He doesn't strike you as the book reading type. You're Bercy. You're Hakon. We've gotten that out of the way, haven't we? I have some questions. Say what you want to say. What's a Varl doing working for Ludden? What's a Varl doing working for another Varl? What difference does it make? Looks like you're in charge right now, so do me a favor and don't get Ludden killed. He's important to you? No, but that's one way to put it. Where'd you learn to fight? Same way as you, by fighting. You know what I mean. I robbed well-protected merchants for at least one man's lifetime. Is that what you mean? Yeah, not anymore? I've had a lot of jobs. Can I trust you? What a loaded question. Depends on what you mean. Whose back will you have if things go wrong? Assuming I'm looking out for myself, you'll figure it out. Does Ludden understand that? Ludden doesn't even understand that half his army is here just to protect him from the people he talks to. I won't keep you any longer. See you on the battlefield, O leader of Varl. You could join us. I'm where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping Ludden alive. Got it? As you step away, you can't help but wonder if there was a bit of a threat behind that gravely request. I guess it's time to head out. No one needs to rest. So we'll leave. We have a lot of supplies. We got 64 supplies. Well, that's 64 supplies for like 64 days. You'll be hearing a conversation while I'm marching alongside the warriors. I'm happy to stomp some slags as much as the next Varl, but I didn't join up to take orders from Hakon, says one. Apparently he doesn't realize you're within earshot and I'm willing to die from either. But walk on. Challenge the warrior to fight, threaten them loudly, blindside him. Make your presence known, but walk on. Not sure if Wagner would be happy to hear that. You growl loudly. The Varl flinches as you walk past without looking his direction. In distance, you can hear his friend laughing at his misfortune. Yeah, I've got 64 days of supplies. A small gathering of one of the tents comes to the view of merchants. From the look of it, you ask what they're doing here. We've camped out at Godstone ahead. One tells you, leaving an offering to Dangler. As one does, his expression turns. Dreads start appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed. Well, the Godstone will be safe. But damned if I know why. We'll be dodging them since we left. Assure them the way to stern is clear and send them off. Passively, I can go in the trade. Not much, he replies. Anything of value left at the Godstone. I've never seen this many Varl in one place before. I'll have to do with those dreads, you nod. We could part with some supplies if you need. We have enough. Keep them. As you like. You're passing Dengler's stone. I have a request though. My wife's brother stayed behind. You'll know him by the necklace with many gold rings. If you see him, say we're safely in Strand. You agree. The merchants continue onward. The caravan slows unexpectedly. Word travels down the line, and then Margaret tells you, Dredge, no, we're coming. Probably saw us back at Verdenfell and did their usual lurking. Could have been bad if we plotted into them. We saw them first. Dredge watched you, waiting to see what you do. When's the last time you committed a few hundred Hakon? As Morgan, don't overthink it. The warriors can take care of themselves. War. When you come across more enemies than your party can handle, you're engaged in war. Give your army orders of situation, but be prepared to get in your own hands ready too. By making battles easier for yourself, you'll end up with higher casualties. You take the burden on yourself with a harder battle, but save more lives. If you're ever desperately outnumbered, it may be best to run, avoiding battle completely. The dredges line the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. Take a quick head count. There must be at least 490 of them. You have 185 fighters and 460 Varl on your side. Well, formations. Start comparing weaknesses and strengths, digging into a certain amount of terrain, morale, and look of your enemy. If you're careful, you should be able to keep your forces balanced. Give them the order. You start rallying your forces and gather your allies to you, preparing to enter the fray. I think I'll switch out Ludden for Bercy. Okay, cool. I don't think it matters what Earth they're in right there. I'm about to fight some more Dredge, bro. Dredge are bitches. I hate them so much. They're so annoying. It's alright though. We'll make it through. We'll be fine. No one will die this time. Trust me. Trust me. I'm gonna take out that big motherfucker first. Big dredger. Big dredge scary. I'm gonna move main man. I gotta move others first. Move them back here for now. I'm moving this way. I'm gonna have main man here. I'm gonna have here. Probably just gonna make a barricade of Varl. Gonna have Eric over here. Actually, no, I'll have him back here because we got that rally ability. Archer lady back here, she can puncture through the tough dredge armor. Ooh, 6 damage. Maybe it was a bad idea to put these healers out there. Because they do take a lot of damage. They don't really have anything to shield themselves with. Don't know what to do with Eric. Should I have him attack? Did he eat a Varl blow? I don't know. Oh, he fell. That's a shame. Who's gonna be injured? There we go. Took out one big dredge. Now it's only one big left on one. Let's take a... He might die. I don't know, he lives, he eats those. I'll do Tempest. Vindu Tempest. Oh, that hurt her too. Oh, well, that's fine. Kind of forgot she was back there. Well, like, I didn't, but like, I was kind of hoping that he didn't attack her. 50% chance? Let's hope that she isn't dead, because she can be handy with her fire stuff. Shields. Don't attack your shields. Actually, I'll finish him off, yeah. Alright, let's hope no one died. You take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You take the opportunity to pull back and leave combat immediately. On the other hand, chasing down more dredge would rally fighters and save a few lives. You won't have time to rest or change your party, but a chance to reach your enemies. Might even reveal items. We'll be back for dredge give you wide berth and scatter into the distance. 3. Lost, what was it? 14 fighters and 36 Varl? Not bad, not bad. Could have been a lot worse. Okay, so everyone's okay. No one died. We're good, we're good. Probably just set up camp. Alright. Looks like there's an area coming up ahead. Ludin has been scanning more scouts ahead, quicker and more nimble than your Varl. One rushes back just as you cross the hilltop. Out of breath, dredge that direction over your Ludin. About a day away, they found a village. Ask what they're doing, tearing the place apart, he says. Maybe 1,000 of them, or more, looking for gods know what. This would be a bigger fight than usual. Ludin is uncharacteristically silent, waiting to draw some of them forward and split them. Get closer before making a move. Wait and see what they do. We'll draw some forward and split them. You send a small group of shield bangers to get their attention, and they do. Half a day later, many dredge are giving up chase the hill, and they're plotting for the way to lay waste. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn, a fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count, there must be at least 464 of them. You have 171 fighters and 430 Varl on your side. We're going to take formation. Give the order. Here we go, back into combat. Let's hope nobody dies. No, we got 2 injured. We got 3 injured. I should have rested. I should have rested before going here. We'll slap blood in here. Move him. I don't want to have any injured people in here. I want to keep her in here because she doesn't lose much. Yeah, because she's an archer anyway. Complete battle party. Switch your disadvantage. Consider adding more here. Oh, I have to add more heroes. Load the hot gun in here. That's a lot of dredge. Okay, I gotta think this through. I don't want Hakon going down again. Like, I don't want him dying. He's injured. So we'll have him be over here, the furthest away. I'm gonna have shield guy, this man. Over here. I'm gonna have Archer Lady. I'm gonna have Archer Lady with Hakon over here. And I'm gonna have Eric with the others over here. Let's hope we can win this. Do it in one move. Bring the pain. Break enemies' armor, punishing enemies for retaliating. Break 1. Break damage to the target. Over 1 to return the favor. I'll just basically punch him. Get his shields down. There's not a lot of big dredge in here. There's only 1 big dredge. So I'm not too worried about this fight. As long as my Varl don't get surrounded, we should be fine. As long as no one else gets injured, we should be fine. I'll kind of create a barrier using that fire. Ooh, just surrounding him, I don't like that. There we go, one dredge down. I can get a Tempest then. Damn, I'll move. Harken this way. Not gonna leave it. Not gonna take it. Oh no, it's gonna hurt my allies if I do that. I can't move anywhere either. I'm kind of stuck here. It's gonna go down. Nah, fuck. I was hoping he didn't go down. I'm gonna move him this way. Just so he can try to strike those guys. Oh, Eric, around you, that's not good. Have Eric move this way. As long as my shield guy gets attacked, we'll be fine. Shield man can eat those. No, we'll finish off the charge. We'll finish off him. That will be fine, it's not a lot of damage. He's only taking like 1 damage. Push these guys. I'm gonna fall. Oh, we didn't attack Akon, bro. That's good. That's good. Yeah, let's go. Look, we turned the tides. As long. Oh no, he's gonna attack the archery. Should be fine. He lives. I'm not risking that 60%. Eric won't be able to hit him from here. Damn. Oh, he attacked the shields. Alright, cool. We did it. I don't think we did. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemies. Oh no, we did. We lost one person. I hope he's not dead. There's an opportunity to pull back for the group. There's your. Eight renown. Okay, I'm gonna set up camp. I'm gonna rest. We have a lot of supplies, so we'll be fine. How many days do I have to rest? I think it's like 3 days. I was close though. I was close. A lot of people could have been injured, but thankfully to luck. Yeah, okay, I gotta rest 3 days. I got some promotions to hand out. Promote him. Bring up his shield stuff. Actually, I don't want to promote Eric. We'll promote him. And promote this. Give him the ability to dodge. Also bring up a shield breaker for her. We'll promote her. We'll raise this, and we'll give her the ability to do critical damage. Next we got Ludin. Ludin will give him armor breaker. Give him divert. Confirm. Anyone else we can promote? No. Bercy we can promote. We'll promote Bercy. We'll give him more strength. Okay, is that it? That's everyone. And we gotta rest for 3 days. Because we got injured. 2 and 3. Okay, let's hope that village we're going to just make sure all of our people are healed. Just make sure. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay. Now time to leave. Let's hope that village that was being attacked by Dredge isn't dead. Because we did sleep 3 days. With the village still a day away, you're eating on the march of all approaches we had words earlier, says Grace. Recall him, claiming that he didn't care for your commitment to your right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight at your side. Pride hangs on his posture, sitting in your eyes. Protect me, get out of my face, you've got one shot. You protect me? You've got one shot. Tell him to report to Mogir. I don't sit in the back in lines. Make a mistake and you'll get your head caved in. Nobody will sleep over it. He nods and goes speaking to Mogir. So we got a new person. He's willing to guard us with his life. You're close enough to hear a dredge right into the buildings below. Pull them out of the houses, Margaret suggests. Slag just can't resist an ambush. We'll have better luck in an open field. Take the fight to them. You send your shield bangers forward to get their attention before the dredge have gathered, ready for the fight. The dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. The fight seems inevitable. 449 of them. Take out formations. Get the order. I think formations, the safest option. For our people. For us. For us, it's kind of tough. Okay, we'll take out Ludin. Actually, we'll keep Ludin in. We'll take out right? Do I want to take out him? 8, 10, because he can attack at a distance. He just has rally. Able to dodge. No, we'll take Eric out. Ready for battle. Sorry about that. I just had to yawn for a bit there. 2 hours and 36 minutes in the stream. That's kind of crazy. Ooh, we got some 2 big shield dredge. So we'll have to break their shields. We have a big dredge in the back there. Okay. I'm gonna move some people around, obviously. Move him here, but I'm gonna move these people first. Mercy, we can move him back. I'm gonna move him here. Big man with the shield. Move him here. And I'll move Hawk on over here. I gotta move Archer Lady. Should I put Hawk on there? I'm gonna put him there. Hawk on move back. I'm gonna fight this shield dude. I'm gonna fight here. Percy, he'll go here. Try to crack this man's shields first. Ooh, that's 4 tiles. That's 4 shield we lost. I'm not gonna push him. Try to crack his shield as fast as we can. Oh, that's 11 damage. I don't like that 11 damage. Man, my man, he's gonna die. Yeah. Damn. I'm stupid tough. There we go. Finish off that big dragger. Dragger. I'm gonna focus on this other dude over here. Should we focus on? Probably on the smaller one. Trying to see where she can go. Still hidden. I'm gonna take that 90% risk. Let's go. Okay. This is redeemable. He's gonna fall. I was hoping Hakon didn't fall. I'm gonna try to break his shield. He's gonna fall. And I have to move him back here and try to break the shield before he gets the mon ami, my smaller friends, the humans. Because he can take these shots. They prioritize his shield. Ludwig just appears to be armor normally. Finish this off. I should piss him off. Finish him off. Move him forward. Didn't get the killing blow. Take a moment to survey the battlefield and switch back for them on the line. Pull back before they regroup. Like if I had more people, like if everyone was still up, I'd push. But no one was good. We lost 2 Varl. They're injured. Bodies blink the air as the snow itself had turned black and red. You walk between clusters of survivors, taking account of your warriors. Eventually cross paths with Mugger. Dude, this was a tough one. He says, hope we don't face worse the further we go in. But this could be a hint of things to come, you know. Let's check out that village. The wounded are gathered, and you head towards what is left of the village ahead. You wander through the small village where there had been a canopy. I don't know. A battle before, now an eerie silence hangs over the place. Bodies of dredge and villagers make a microberry path to the house and have been ripped apart as if by a tornado. Erisha stops in her tracks. Hear that? She all but whispers. It sounds like crying. Soon you discover a trap door. Open the hatch. One scream dies in her throat instead of a Varl, instead of a dredge. Men and women both are huddled together. A baby cries on her mother's shoulder. They're clearly awed to see so many warriors. What do we do? They ask. Go Strand will clear the way. We'll send escorts with you. You gather a handful of warriors sent back with the frightened villagers. The path already cleared behind you. They shouldn't find too much trouble on the way, but she'll miss their strength in battle. Eric watches almost feel guilty about this. He says, I know, Strand, even if they make it in one piece, the locals will tear them apart. Not literally, of course, but, well, maybe literally. I might join them. An excuse to run home. Go if you wish. Then I will, he says. He throws on his pack and soon catches up to the refugees. So we lost Eric to use in battle. So we gotta rescue him injured. Okay, we got no more injured. I realized there was an injured symbol next to rest. So that's when you know. Okay. Look at our heroes. Anyone got a promotion? No. So yeah, can't use Eric in battle now because he's heading home. I hope he comes back eventually. I don't know if he will. But, damn. We have Gris now, though. Let's take a look at what Gris can do. He's a strong arm. He's got a spear and a shield. His abilities have been like a battering ram. Character smash with enemy and ally knocking them back up to 4 tiles, forcing through anyone in the way. Battering ram has armor damage. Okay. Battering ram could be useful though. It hit allies, send them back if they're low. Then his passive ability, return the favor. Enemies who attack at him lose 1 point of armor for each strike the character. Okay. Send the favor triggers every time he takes damage from an adjacent enemy, which can make it devastating to hit him with attacks that strike multiple times. Nice. Did I ever check? What's his passive? Is his passive the same thing? Trying to favor, yeah. Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, we didn't lose anyone. No one's dead. We only lost Eric. Eric went back home. Well, I'll miss his combat skills and paralysis, but it'll be fine. We'll live. Let's take a look at this. Plus 20% dodge strength, and then plus 1 arm per turn. We have a lot of supplies. We have 444 supplies. I'll buy dodge strength. I'll buy other supplies. Probably shouldn't have bought other supplies, but yeah, no. I don't know. Go to heroes. We'll equip that item that we just bought. We'll equip that to Ludin, because Ludin's up there in the battle, and I can't equip it to anyone else. I can't equip it to the Mulgar. Mulgar can't really dodge. We'll save that. We'll save the item. Can we buy the other item? What was the other item? Do we have renown for that item? We do. It's 8. We'll have 12 renown. I'd like to keep above 10. It's a level 4 item. We can't even use it. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Come on, let me take a... You know, I'll just use the D-pad. Not the D-pad, the bumpers. Let's see how far we've traveled. So we started here in Strand. We're up here to the north. Where are we going to again? We're going here. The fort's built by the Varl and the rest is pushed the whole back to Dredge. Other role eventually replaced by Stonehorn to the north. This goal took a long time. Where we, I don't know where we're going. We're going to Stonehorn? I don't actually know where we're going. I don't remember. The Wandering Road. Alright, anyway. Okay. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Been here for a good time. About around 3 hours. It's 2 hours and 50 minutes. I've traveled far. The road ahead still looks dangerous, but I'm sure we will be able to get by. Well, I guess I'll see you guys next time for another live stream. I don't know when that will be. I'm thinking about streaming tomorrow if I have time. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. It's kind of awkward. I kind of said see you guys then, and I just didn't close it. Well, I'm just gonna sit here in awkwardness now. I hope it auto saves when I leave. Alright, if I click load, I'm gonna hope that it auto saves. I think it does save. I think it saves the exit you made. Day 4, first step. That's the day, right? Yeah, that's the day. That's not the correct time. I can restart from the beginning. Yeah, this is the right time though. Okay. We saved. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next stream.